Hello and welcome to Goa365's Face to Face. Now today we have with us a very old friend, a very dear friend who suddenly appeared, as they say, out of the blues in our studio, in our office. He is known by one name, Alexyz. Alexyz Bab, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
And Alexyz is a celebrity. He is a cartoonist, he is an environmentalist, he's multifaceted, multi-talented, and a very dear friend who we've connected after a long time. Alexyz, where were you all these years? What were you doing?
I was enjoying myself as usual, but I think I kept a little low profile for some time.
Okay.
Yeah, apart from doing work for the newspapers and not exactly low profile, I was all over the place, but not moving out. Ever since my good friend Joel D'Souza died, I was not traveling much, I was not moving around. So he was my Discovery Channel of Goa. He took me all around the place and I enjoyed all the journeys with him throughout all the length and breadth of Goa. I saw all the villages, I discovered people, I discovered places, and I discovered myself as a Goan.
Alexyz, it's been 80. Now you're going to be 80, right? In October. You and me share the same birthday along with Matani. But these 80 years, what has been the journey? How has been the journey? What was your inspiration when you started off? See, you've been like quite a celebrity, but you've kept this this enthusiasm of yours, even now, so many years, it's been there. What is it? How do you get your inspiration? What is the secret of your success, as they say, in that way, to enjoy life? Your joy the weaver is still very evident.
I really enjoy life. I enjoy actually every moment of it. I pray to the universe actually, and like Alistair Miranda says, I have a line that says, never a dull moment. And that exactly what happens to me. Every day is a new day, every day is a fantastic day, every day is a fun day, because I enjoy every moment, I live every moment. The good, bad, whatever that comes with it. I'm not saying, I'm the joy, the weave, whatever, but I also enjoy whatever comes my way. And that is me actually. Whether it's good or bad, I take it in my stride. And I see that everybody puts a smile on their face. That is me.
That's what I was going to say. That laughter is one
yeah,
with Alexyz. That's
exactly. Laughter is very much part of my being. If I don't laugh, I've got a very nice line, because I'm having an exhibition now.
Okay, of all your old cartoons.
It's a retrospective exhibition.
Okay,
and I'm having a festival of art and culture.
I see. Wow.
And the whole art and culture theme is joy, laughter,
that's
fun.
Exactly.
That
is Alexyz, right?
Yeah. Like I'll tell you, I'm having my first program is my friend Maria Elena Fernandez. She's a very vibrant person. One of the most vibrant person, and she's a college friend of mine. That is why she is going to inaugurate my exhibition.
I see.
She's a concert pianist. She plays all over the world, and now she's coming into my world playing for me.
Wow,
at this exhibition
that's
of
really
mine.
good.
Yeah,
but this, what is the inspiration for all your cartoons and your jokes and your generally what you put out? And see, there's hardly any difference what is you and what you show. So what is the inspiration for you?
I think, as I said, I enjoy life, and I've never taken life too seriously, because I said it's not important. As long as there's a smile on your face, you don't need a lot of money to be happy.
True.
Yeah. True. Like I went abroad, and the Goans in America, they invited me, and I had 2 shows, but the friends I had accumulated because of my cartoons. I never made money in in cartooning.
That is
You know, the peons in all the papers I worked for, the peons, they used to earn maybe twice the amount that I earned as a cartoonist. So there was no respect for me as a cartoonist. Sad to say.
I don't think so. That I don't agree. Respect was there as a cartoonist.
No, but I think the managements, the editors, you know, they saw that I was a light-hearted person, and they said this guy will do anything for free. And that is almost, you know, it was my passion actually too, because in college, St. Xavier's was a turning point for me. That is St. Xavier's College, Bombay. Yeah. You know, I attended 17 camps. They were, that time we used to call them seminars, leadership camps and work camps. I traveled all over India in these work camps. I've seen the conditions of the people, grassroots in the villages. Villages I went to has a camper as supervisor for road work and all. People used to still think in Madhya Pradesh when I went, they still thought that the British were still around. In such remote areas, in such remote places I went to, you know. And I went to because I enjoyed it, and that was the turning point in my life. Later on, I got into cartooning to create social awareness.
Yeah. So that was your inspiration. So
that was my inspiration. So the money didn't matter, as long as I put my message across, whatever I felt about what was happening wherever I was, maybe doing cartoons in Bombay and doing cartoons in Goa. The background was always that I create a comment, because cartooning is not fun. People think, you know, to be a cartoonist and my persona as a happy person, it's a fun thing. It is a fun thing, but behind each cartoon there is a message. And that is, and if you have seen, and that is what people abroad, more than the Goan diaspora, appreciated that more than the Goans in Goa. And they invited me. I've traveled half the world, and all for free. You know, starting with Fundusam Orient, they invited me to Portugal, where I was honored and also given a special award for humor among 56 European cartoonists.
Wow!
Yeah, that was a great thing. And then Keith was
British MP.
The British MP. Whenever he came to Goa, I used to go for the press conference, and I used to sit behind, and I used to sketch him, do his caricature, and then at the end of the conference I used to give it to him. So this happened about 3-4 times, you know. And then he said, Alexyz, you must come to England. I'll take you. And he organized an exhibition in the House of Commons.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had an exhibition in the House of Commons where a lot of parliamentarians came. I met the Prime Minister of England, and that was something, I think, one of the high points of my career. As I wouldn't even call it career, because I enjoyed the work that I was doing, meeting people wherever I went. And he had given me only 3 days. He said, you come for the exhibition, and you stay in a hotel, you have the exhibition, next day you leave. But then he was so impressed with the exhibition that he organized another exhibition in the London Marriott. And that exhibition was for the Asian and African entrepreneurs. The same exhibition he took to the London Marriott, and there I was again mixing up with the high and the mighty. Yeah. So, and I remember doing a caricature and giving one of the ministers, and then he was so impressed. He said, "Is this for me?" I said, "Yeah, it's this for you. It's for free."
Yeah, but this is what, like, the thing is that you are not this long career of yours still not ended. It's
Yeah,
still there.
it's 50
Yeah,
years.
yes, it's 50 plus years. Now, how like you like what was the motivation? What was the inspiration? Why? Because it like today you see 25-30-year-old, they say, I'm working too much, I'm burning out, I'm doing the, today this is the trend, but
Exactly,
like you are like 50
No.
plus
But
years of working.
Yeah. I've always enjoyed whatever I do. If I don't enjoy it, then I just walk out.
Absolutely.
And that has happened with even with the newspapers that I worked for, because I was not happy with the working conditions, and I just walked out. And I jumped from one paper to another paper just for 500 rupees more those days. But I did it because I did it on my, what do you call it?
Terms.
On my terms, And that is what has kept me happy, because money was never the criteria. Never, ever. And I never made money. I don't have much money in the bank balance.
But what was the inspiration then? Creating awareness? What?
So basically it was creating awareness. And Mario Miranda was always my hero, kind of, my mentor. And when I said I'll do cartooning, I went to his cubicle in the Times of India. And I knocked on his door and I said, Mario, goya kar rahe? And he was so happy to see me. I showed him my portfolio of cartoons and he said, Alexyz, good work, and I'll put you on to some other editors, and that is how I took off.
In Bombay?
In Bombay.
You started your career in Bombay?
I started my career in Bombay,
Okay.
But then we were friends from St. Xavier's College.
Okay.
And we decided to relocate to Goa, and I came to Goa as a teacher actually.
Teacher?
Yeah. I was teaching in Kalangut for 7 years.
Cartooning?
Yeah,
Art?
I was an art teacher.
Okay.
And I was an art teacher, and then I was not too happy being an art teacher,
Okay.
because I was not reaching out to too many people.
Okay.
So I thought cartooning was the best option.
Okay.
Then I remember Mario Miranda taking me to Erasmo Sequeira, who had his paper called Goa Monitor.
Yes.
That was my first break in. Then I did work for them for some time, and then there was a newspaper called in Margao. So I did a little work for them. What was it? West Coast Times.
West Coast Times for a short while. It was Valmiki and all. Valmiki
Exactly. West Coast Times.
Okay.
I joined there for some time.
Then they shut down.
And then they shut down. In the meanwhile, I was doing work for the Indian Express, the Illustrated Weekly, freelancing for. I did a lot of work for Midday.
I see.
My ambition was to be a football player.
Oh really?
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
this is something even I don't know about you.
No.
Never really.
My first love was football.
Okay.
And I was very good in football.
What position was
I was centre half.
I see.
And I was good. And I was selected for the Bombay Junior Trials.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Then how did you? That's so like completely different.
How did I shift my thing? But that was my first love.
Okay.
And during the trials for the Bombay Junior team, I was kicked on my leg. And then I was suffering from pneumonia ever since then. Yeah. So I couldn't play football after that. In school, I played football, cricket for the school team, hockey, and I was a very good athletic person. Right from winning my first race as eating the banana to being the intermediate champion of the school. I was always a champion athlete in school.
Really? Actually, I would never put you as an athlete, because you're more like, the intellectual
No. Intellectual is a bad word for me actually.
Why do you say that?
I was never. I don't consider myself as an intellectual.
Okay.
Because I'm always learning.
Correct.
Life is for learning, and I'm constantly learning every moment of the time, whatever. So not an intellectual. Sorry, I'm not Shakespeare.
I don't think even Shakespeare thought he was an intellectual. But anyway.
I write a lot of poetry now.
Really?
Yeah.
This is another facet.
That's a new facet of myself.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, my one book called Goa, Goan, Going, Gone is all about It was called Goa, Goan, Going, Gone, Cartoonist and satirical verse. So the whole book is in verse actually and cartoon side by side.
Okay, wow.
So I've been writing verse for a very long time. In fact, for the Naveen Times, I was with the Naveen Times for 5 years.
For some time, yeah.
Yeah, and then I used to do, I had a slot called Limmertoons, and I used to do a cartoon and a verse together with it.
I see, wow.
So this was about
many years back.
30 years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been writing, I think I've got about almost 400 verses, that is humor verses, okay? But humor verses with a meaning.
Message.
A message.
But message is about Goa, keeping Goa.
It's basically about Goa.
About?
Basically Goa.
Okay.
Goa has been my passion, and whatever I do, I think Goan, and I've always been a Goan wherever I've been. And yeah, that's why the Goan diaspora invited me, because of my Goan identity, that I could take it wherever I went.
What about the Goa now? Now you've seen Goa for the past so many years. What is happening in Goa, especially in your area, in North Goa? It's like sad. I don't know.
See,
whatever.
I predicted what is happening now.
I see.
If you look at my cartoon, even 30 years back.
You saw it.
Yeah.
How? Why?
Because see, I'm not basically I did my studies in sociology and psychology.
Really?
So I'm a small time sociologist also, and
Okay.
as I told you, I've been working in remote areas all over India,
Correct.
and I've seen Goa, what is happening in Goa through my eyes as a young person, as a student, and I've been in Goa now for the last 50 years. Ever since I relocated from Bombay. So I know what is happening in Goa. And I've been observing Goa and making a comment in my cartoons about what's happening. And that is why the book called Goa, Goan, Going, Gone is all about what's happening in Goa today, 2008.
You've written this book in 2008.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
it's a book that was also the Lions Club of Arpura.
I see.
They thought that whatever I was doing should be recorded into a book, and they were the guys. This friend of mine called Agnel Remedios, he said, Alexyz, the work you have been doing, we appreciate whatever you've been doing, and we would like to do a book for you. And that is, they sponsored the whole book for me. Yeah, and the book is out of circulation, but I'm working on the second edition.
Yeah, maybe can we get a copy, autographed one, if possible?
Yeah, now the book is sold out.
But you should do a re-edition.
Yeah, so I'm doing the second edition.
No, second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have plans for that.
Okay. No, what I'm saying is that this is just to elaborate is like, what do you think? This Goans of ours, is it there in, at least in some of us is there, but as a whole, are we slowly losing that?
Exactly.
Because I find, like, if I'm driving on the roads, I see there's so much of change, and it more than angers, it frustrates and it saddens, right?
It's very
I don't
sad,
know.
very sad. When I came to Goa 50 years back, that was Goa, and we relocated to Goa because we didn't want to join the mad rat race in Goa and do whatever we could do in Goa. So when we first came, I was working with the Dangers in Valpo, in the Thane district, in the Valpo. And we had a non-formal school. That was what I first came and was involved in Goa actually. So I didn't give up whatever the experience I've had in college. And these were all friends of mine. Claude, Norma Alvarez, Peter D'Souza, Valentino, we were all a group, and we had something called the Learners Society, and our main aim was to do whatever we could do for rural Goa, and we did it to a great extent. And later on I felt that I was not really doing enough work, I was not reaching out to people, and that is when I said I will start cartooning, because cartooning reaches out to more people.
Large number of people.
So that's how I got into cartooning actually.
Also, you got into environmental. You were doing environment awareness. You were more into a lot of environment issues. You have
Yeah,
taken
because
up. Besides cartooning, even specifically beyond that, even you started so many of these cultural festivals in Sioli, Sangod. So many, I remember because when we were young, we used to come there, but those days is very different. Sioli and all those areas today, it's when we used to come over to your place, spend so much of time there, that was a different, I don't know, it's a different universe. Like you can't recognize North Goa today.
When I came to Goa and was staying at my parental house, the road in front of me was a mud road. It was a cart road. It was a cart road.
Because there were probably only carts in those days and bikes like Rajduts.
Today we are protesting against road widening. And all.
Yeah.
So that is the story of Goa. But I think what I would like to tell you about my exhibition, and that is a reflective exhibition of my work over
retrospective
the years.
And reflective.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like people to come and really see me now in my exhibition. If I can make an impact through this interview, I would be very happy if people come to Yolanda's gallery in Kalangut, where I'm having not only my retrospective exhibition, but I've invited all my friends over the years in Goa to participate. I'm calling it an art and culture. It's a celebration of my work, and also my friends who have been with me all these 50 years.
Also, it's something like, see, people come to Goa for a specific reason, right? So also we need to Goans themselves. See, nobody is going to be concerned about Goa if not Goans.
Exactly.
But today, sometimes I feel that the people who have settled here, who are not Goans, they are more concerned about Goa than our Goans themselves. I know, a little controversial statement, but I feel this is what is happening today.
There are some of them, not all of them.
No, many.
I think it's a very small percentage of non-Goans who have settled down because they came for a particular reason.
Correct.
They came for what in one of my cartoons came. In one of my cartoons, I said, they came for a view of the sea, of the forest, of the greenery. Today, whatever view they came to observe, to enjoy, there is another building in front of that view.
But why do we need buildings? Buildings, if somebody wants building, they should go to Bombay, Delhi, or you see many buildings there.
So that is, our policy has been very erratic. Our town planners, our politicians have not.
No vision.
Zero vision actually, zero vision. They are not concerned about Goa, they are only concerned about themselves and how much money they can make in the short time they are there. But the very sad fact, I must tell you, because we have the same politicians winning elections
again and again. Correct.
So who is responsible for that?
Goans.
Is the Goans who are responsible. Our Goans have become very greedy because every election, very sad to say, there is a lot of money flowing and the politicians buy the vote of our Goans who don't themselves have no vision for Goa. So how do you expect? And they are a majority of Goans who don't have. Today you find Goans, everybody traveling out. There are more Goans outside Goa than in Goa today. And there are more outsiders in Goa today than the Goans in Goa today.
The sad part is the Goans outside are financially well off. Yeah, but the Goans outside, I find that they sit there and they give lectures.
Exactly.
Instead of giving lectures, they should put that money into Goa, and instead of people from other places buying places here, these Goans from outside should at least buy one square meter in Goa. They don't have money. $1, pounds. But only thing I feel, sorry, if I am being a thing, but only thing they gave us lectures. You should do this, you should do that.
Exactly.
You come and do,
You come and do it.
Why can't you? You've gone there because Goan salaries in Goa are very bad. There is no. Oh, fine. You've gone there. You made money. Come and build up. You see Gujaratis, you see Punjabis and all. They may be abroad, but they come and buy land in their place. They come and. This is something that is not. You agree with me?
Exactly. What is happening today is the Goans abroad. Though they
have money.
Goa, though they love Goa, But they
No, they
don't
claim to love Goa,
yeah,
but you
they
have to show.
claim.
Just talk is
Yeah.
cheap, no? You have to
So it's
action.
basically
No?
just talk that, and I find that I've traveled. Of course, Goans abroad. I've gone there for their own economic reasons
Absolutely.
initially, but
Absolutely.
they should give back to Goa what they have taken from Goa.
But they have
the
made
Goan
no money. It's not
identity.
that they are
Yeah.
very good. They are in very good place there.
Exactly, exactly.
In
No,
fact,
that
there
is
are councillors, MPs. The
Exactly.
mayor of Swindon is a Goan.
He's a
All
Goan,
these
yeah.
guys are Goans.
And
whatever.
Keith was
Keith was
the-
MP for so long.
For 4 terms, he was
Yeah,
the MP.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
They did well.
Anyway, Alexyz, we are out of time. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I'm sure. I hope like a lot of Goans come and at least get an idea what is Alexyz and look at Goa over the years through the eyes of Alexyz for your exhibition.
Yeah, so
On,
please,
yes.
please, friends,
Yes.
I welcome you
Yeah.
for my retrospective exhibition at Yolanda's Gallery. It starts on 5th October and it winds up on the 15th of October. It's a festival of art and culture. I have fantastic people coming and performing. You look at the newspapers and you come, you'll not only enjoy it, but you'll have a reflective impression of Goa, what Goa was and
We will.
Goa is and where Goa is going.
Going or gone, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever, we have to pull it back now.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
we will try and help in whatever way we can. That is not an issue. But today, this message, I think, through this message, we have to. There are so many Goans abroad,
Exactly,
so much of
exactly.
money abroad, so much. These people should come and pick up. Why only the people from Delhi and Bombay and all these guys? They have got
They
money.
see
How
Goa.
yeah, if they can put money into Goa, I'm sure how people who are abroad can put some money in Goa and take at least try and halt that slide. Yeah, that
Yeah,
slide. It's
that
a
is-
huge slide which we are going through.
It's very sad what is happening in Goa.
But I am optimistic. Hopefully,
We have to be optimistic,
Yeah.
but I'm always optimistic. I'm
correct.
always
Absolutely.
positive.
Yes,
But we need to get going back.
back.
And
Or
if
at
they-
least they are sort of even if they don't want to come back full time, at least their ownership of whatever
yeah.
is
So
there.
whatever land they have, don't sell it, and especially Goans
Do
in
something.
Goa.
Yeah, there are a lot of Goans who can do
The
something.
Goans in the Goan Bhatkas in Goa, people who have land, don't sell it to outsiders.
Absolutely.
And that is what is happening. Goans have been, our landowners are greedy. They are selling land, which they should stop the slides. At least sell it to Goans abroad. They will come back.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks. Now this is one thing, and I want it would be better. Like see, Goans in Goa, they don't have money, so they get things. But if they can give, if the people who have made money outside Goan of Goan origin come, it will sort a lot of issues. I think.
Exactly.
Thanks, Alexyz.
Yeah,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure, and
I'm
hopefully
Wonderful.
we will
I
be
will.
in touch.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
and keep watching Goa365.